Warriors fans are insufferable, bro. It's not even close. Called it a minute ago, worst fan base, in my opinion. These jumps and obstacles that like Warriors players, the legacy, the dynasty, all this gets after, you know, one or two things happen. It really doesn't make any sense to me. It was brought to my attention that at one point, Curry and LeBron were tied at rings. Never was there a conversation about has Curry surpassed LeBron. Only this year has that been a conversation. Only this year has it been a serious conversation about Magic Johnson. Only this year are we bringing all-star game trophies to championship parades. Only this year are we talking about Magic Johnson. I'm not Magic Johnson, but Tim Duncan and what he would do against Steph Curry and stuff like that. Only this year. They are the most insufferable fan base I've ever seen. So what I'm going to do for the next couple weeks, mind you, I'm retired from NBA Twitter. What I'm going to do for the next couple weeks, I'm going to go undercover as a Michael Jordan fan and dare any Warriors fan to debate me. No cap. Period. Point blank. Hey, you can't say anything.
They're ready. They're ready.
They can be ready all they want. 6-0. That's exactly what I'm going to turn it on. 6-0.
I mean the general of it, yeah. People are obviously gonna suck dick on the best player that wins. I say some of it's kind of cap. I'll admit, like the Magic thing was a convo. The top 10 was a convo, but it wasn't like it was this year. I think it's because this year everybody knew if he won, he would get it. But like Magic, I mean, not even Magic for real. Like Michael Jordan and shit. If you're hearing that, that's why I don't get in spaces. But if you're hearing that, I don't know to tell you. Tim Duncan slander, you wouldn't want to face Curry. I don't know.
That shit is weird.
Yeah, I don't tell you. Like, would Curry probably beat, like, would the big three Warriors probably take out Tim Duncan once or twice, maybe 3 times? Yeah, sure, but he's not just Tim Duncan never wins there. He's Tim Duncan. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's the way they do it.
Yeah,
it's the way they do it. Because you know, at this point, if you want to argue Steph Curry's top 10, I ain't got no problem. He's probably in my mind at this point, but it's the way they put down. And LeBron fans did this too in like LeBron's prime. Like they put down everyone. They put down everyone. That shit is annoying.
Yeah, LeBron fans did do it. So LeBron fans still do it. Hell, you bring up Curry and LeBron in the same sentence, they get on you for that. Like LeBron fans are still got that side to him. It's just ain't shit to say right now when he's older and not making the postseason. Nah, Curry though, Curry is kind of cracked. That's the fucked up part. Like, he's my favorite player in basketball. It's just your fan base is so fucking awful. It's so bad. It's like apologist, but what are you apologizing for? Like, the man done won his 4th championship, finally got the finals MVP that everybody was saying he couldn't get, and carried a team. Not that it was awful, but did the little solo star thing that everybody said he couldn't do. So all the narratives are done. The point is we just celebrating Curry. Everybody shut the fuck up. You were wrong. Why is it now time to bid other players, whether it's like Larry Bird or Wilt or Magic or like, I don't understand. I don't understand why niggas can't just be happy. You can't have a good thing, bro. I don't know.
Let me, oh, hold on. They're making me change my, oh no, they're not. Oh yeah, they are making me change my preferences to do this. I'm trying to, I found the tweet that said, hold on. What the fuck?
Well, while you get that set up, I just feel like this is really like how Warriors have been feeling. They just needed that. You know what I'm saying?
They just
needed that green light to press send on like 50 of their drafts, and they're sending them bitches.
And that's why I said Curry's kind of cracked. So I'm not too mad because that's crazy. Curry's Curry, bro. Like this is arguably the greatest offensive talent we've seen, bro. Of great statistically might be the best offensive player we've seen. Like there's a debate for that shit. So when that's a debate and then motherfuckers is just taking it to the most ugly of all levels, it just gets annoying. It just gets annoying.
And while we have the little intermission right now, shout out to Andrew Wiggins. Shout out Andrew Wiggins. I know people have been waiting for my opinion on him as well.
People been
waiting. I ain't gonna lie. My definition for a bust might change. I'm gonna need to do some deep diving, but it's at a point where like if you say Wiggins ain't a bust, it is what it is. Like,
yeah, I've hinted at it. I'm probably gonna drop it at a video, but all I will say is I don't give a fuck what a bust means. If he's still able to bust or not, that's cool. But he's one hell of a player in the league. I know that for a fact. He may not be Canadian Maple Jordan, but he's one hell of a player now. That's all that matters to me.
Tim Duncan in his prime is very lucky to have never run into Steph Curry. Can you imagine Duncan out on a switch against Curry at the arc? Good Lord, he would have been food every time. That goes all the same for all the bigs that people think are better than Curry. I mean, the problem that I have with this is like, one, that's just not how it works.
The reply is the worst part. He said Akeem of all people. Like
yeah,
Tim Duncan's a better matchup than it. Whatever.
But it doesn't mean that you know, wings are just inherently better than guards because they can, you know, guard the wing better. Because then I would just flip it and say, can Curry guard the post? And he can't guard the post. So yeah. I don't even.
What's funny about that tweet specifically is they've actually faced each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, 2013, and guess who won?
One, guess who won, and two, mind you, this is a 36-year-old Tim Duncan, but he still made first team All NBA, and he was at the very least playable in the series, 20 and 10, and a block a game. So, nah, I don't think it's no.
Oh, go ahead, Omar.
I was just gonna say also the thing that makes that like a funny tweet is, and this is when the people that like play basketball get in here and tell the people that have never touched a basketball, yo, you've got to stop talking about basketball.
Yes.
Why do they think that the greatest coach, or arguably the greatest coach of all time, in Greg Popovich, would play drop on Stephen Curry with a prime Tim Duncan? Why would they just not run a different scheme defensively? Like they would do something different.
But also with the drop coverage against the Celtics, it was literally our game plan to let Steph Curry go off and guard everyone else. That is a game plan that teams have. It's either let their star player cook and guard everyone else, or the other way around. And we chose in the first 4 games, I believe 4 or 5, to let Curry go off. That was the game plan. So I mean, it depends on the schemes. If we really wanted to clamp up on Curry a little bit more and focus on stopping him specifically, we could have done so. But we chose a different route. It didn't work out, but it is what it is.
And it's immature too, because it also factors it doesn't factor the other Spurs players. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. If we're talking in the Curry era, Kawhi Leonard, okay, so we'll put those guys on Curry then, since Tim Duncan can't do it for some reason. Okay, fine. Let's just throw other players at him. If we're gonna go to the Bruce Bowen type team, like we have there's endless players we can throw at Curry rather than Tim Duncan. If you're gonna argue that Tim can't guard Curry, which is asinine in itself, but is what the. Okay, but am I the only one that saw it? Okay, I'm about to say, am I crazy? But yeah.
Turn HD for real. Dang.
Archibald says, how did 2 Filipinos get COVID at the same time?
Gotta be racist.
Also, I'll see you in the finals next year, Souls. That's absolutely right.
Because he got Christian Wood?
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Y'all think that matters?
The Spider says, "Come out the cage." And
you're good now,
bro. Am I good now?
You're actually good.
Finally, am I still fucking freezing? No,
nah. This shit is perfect right now. Actually,
it's all right, Big Rage.
I'm good.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Spider says, "Come out the cage. I'll mop you, bro. Go bark at a tree or something. I bet you hungry right now. Pops ain't feeding you. He don't love you."
Who is he talking to?
This is the Spider and the dog.
The fuck did I come back to?
I don't know. We don't know what's happening.
Somebody said Damo fought the Spider and won. He's back. Damo, go ahead and give us your.
Yeah, I'm about to say we was shitting on Warriors fans. We forgot to talk about the elephant.
Yeah,
there's good shit to talk about.
Recap the finals for us, or what your thoughts, takeaways, all that jism.
I mean, to be 100% honest. This is probably one of the least attentive I've been to the finals in a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What did you do, bro?
The boys, the boys weren't in the game, so I mean, it was either Curry being great. It was either Curry being great or Tatum being top 5, and it's obvious Tatum ain't top 5. So
you're nasty, bro.
Hey, I was the same guy at the beginning of the playoffs. I was every series that Tatum played great in, every game he had a good game. I asked people, yo, look, is this the year where it's like, all right, Tatum has this run? Is he making an argument next year? And everyone told me, nah, he's top 10 for sure. But top 5 is that's pushing it, Damo. He's not that great yet. Let's see what he does in the finals. I was wrong.